Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm back. I got off of work early, so I figured, why not do an extreme? Since I saw it there, like, why not? For old time's sake. Still busy, guys, so I really can't do ton of content. But since I did get off early, I figured I'd try at this. It seemed kind of fun, interesting. So here we are. And you're going to see some good stuff. But first, let's go over the character's band. Afar, Maria, Renoa, Lilith, Kane, Arden, basically all the synergy units. But also band is El Nacho, Amy, Amita Lion, I call her Amy. Or them, Amy, whichever. Then it looks like 9. It's kind of small on my screen right now, so bear with me. Bosch, Dash, Garnet, yeah. Afmao, Noctis, and Machina. And for the extreme, this has been like this for all the extremes now. You can't use your burst if you have one. No friend unit, and your summon has to be Chocobo or Moogle. So here's the kicker for this one. It says, once more with feeling. Complete both chaos fights using 2 teams with entirely different characters, but with the same crystal colors. So here, I have Arciela, which is white, Fujin, who is green, and Kais, who is yellow? Yeah, yellow. Yeah, this team works really well together, believe it or not. And you're going to see why. So they did the all attack right from the get-go. And I don't mean gecko as in gecko, but get-go. Anyway, so they want to do their HP attack. Well, what does Arciela do best? Well, she HP silences them. And I HP silenced them and launched them to death, basically. But it's not just like press buttons here and win. You have to kind of space your turns right and know when they're coming out of break. Knowing what your characters can do, turn manipulation. There's a little bit of factors that go into this. It's not just, like I said, just pressing buttons. So I did that so they can recover from break here, even though they didn't really need to. But I also wanted another hero support. I could have saved them for later to pop them, but the sooner I break them, the sooner I can re-break them again. This team is great. I really should sphere Arciela, but I really haven't used her much lately. So even though that was just a one-person launch, it was still worth it. She's gonna jump here. I kind of want her jumping up a little bit further than what side's gonna make her go. So I think I went with the Metsu. Yeah. Because her EX is almost up, I believe. I don't know, it went by kind of fast and I missed it. Yeah, perfect. So that way everybody can get in the launch here. It didn't really matter who you targeted. I just try to keep them both even, mainly. But if I had to pick one that's the scariest, oof, they both are really. But I would say maybe Sephiroth if your character doesn't have a lot of HP, because he could just Octoslash out of nowhere. And yeah, if you get broken, that character's probably gonna die if it's not a synergy character. Maybe not so much in the beginning of a fight, but definitely later. So I should have saved that hero support because they weren't coming out of break there. So probably should have waited. Oh my god, my computer's taking a dump. Lately my computer's just been like really bad, man. I think I just need to get a new computer. This computer's like ancient now. I don't even remember when I bought this thing. Oh man. It's so bad. Poor thing. I've like upgraded it a few times too, and it's just like, I don't know, every once in a while it just craps out. Like, I'm trying to do this recording right now, and I'm watching the video at the same time, so I can commentate as what's happening at the same time, and then it just like starts lagging like crazy, so I'm sorry. Also, I sped it up a little bit too, because there's going to be 2 fights in this, so yeah. I don't want to do 2 separate videos, because that's just more stuff I gotta do. I mean, it's not that much extra stuff, I guess, but it's probably easier for Magnal to put it together in one video compared to me doing 2 separate videos for this, because you're supposed to do 2 fights, so yeah. Alright, so here I think I use my C65 because the other one's about to come out of break too. Yep. I think this one broke them out of order. Yeah. I was a little upset at that because I wanted RCL in the launch, but I guess A might have had more Brave than B. I kind of missed it, so oops. It's not that big of a deal. They're still HP silenced, so they're not going to do anything for like another turn now. But I definitely want to get her, what's it called, fast cast buff back on as much as possible. Just because of the Brave regen it grants. It's really good. I kind of miss using RCL. I haven't used her a lot, but she's a great character. I don't know, just I did that because A's about to get out of break, and then I can just break him in the launch and get 30 people in. Alright, so Sephiroth is the one that doesn't have HP silence anymore. I don't have to worry about the I don't even know what they call it. What do they call the Shinryus? Or larvas, or I don't even know. The worm. I was gonna call it the worm because I don't really know what the name of it is really. Anyway, the worm was coming out of break, so I did that. So I want to get her fast cast up here and get her EX up too. Just do a little bit of extra damage to him. Checking turn order. She doesn't change. It doesn't matter which one I do. I think her attack buff is low, so that's why I think I do Psy. Yeah. So on 3 turns. It doesn't even matter who I target there. It does not matter. I still have one of these. He's going to come out of break. So I'm going to do that and break him. I think I'm close to summoning, I think. So I'm looking at the turn order. A is going to be broken, and then B can be pushed back, and then I can silence on her next turn. So I can EX actually here, and I think that's what I do. Yep. And of course get everybody in the launch. I think I used her C65 here. Let her dump her brave. And then I think I summon here. That way I can get everybody in the launch. Go ahead and HP silence them while also launching. This team was great, man. Like I said, the boss is not getting a turn. They got 0 turns. I mean, they got a turn, but they couldn't do anything because their HP silent. This team was great. Because I tried it with a couple other teams, and between Sephiroth and this stupid worm getting like really, well, mainly the worm getting high turn rates, and Sephiroth just octa slashing out of nowhere, not even breaking me, could just kill you when he gets it in red. Like, when these guys get in red, they're scary as hell. Especially that worm. When it doesn't do that air dive, it does crystal dive or something. It does a lot more damage. So, yeah. So, what's her name's EX is up. Now this I shouldn't have done. I shouldn't have done that. That was a mistake. What I should have did is just not do it there. Because now Fujin's going to launch with nobody. So that was a mistake by me right there. So, unfortunately, I wanted to play flawlessly, and I just wanted to get the extra attack up, but that was just foolish. I shouldn't have done that because of that. So I launched him since they're about the same. Didn't really matter too much, but I wanted to launch Sephiroth. They're both HP silent here. Even with that small mistake, it doesn't matter too much. We're still good. And here I think I'm actually going to break out of order. No, I don't. There's an area where I did break out of order. I think it's near the end. So I'm definitely going to HP silent here. Silence. There goes the computer again. Come on. You can do it. Thank God. Whew. So now we're out of hero supports, which is fine. This is where I break out of order. Okay. Because I didn't want... I didn't want the turns. I wanted the 3 turns right there with all 3 of them. So they're still HP silent. He still has it too. So just can just EX here. But yeah, I already knew like Kais and Fujin were really good together. But with Arciela, she helped with the lockdown basically. So I don't know who to give the MVP to. It's tough because I want to say both. Actually, I think this kills them both. Yeah, this does it both. Check it out. Double kill. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one. It's coming up real soon. BRB. Alright guys, we're back again, part 2. Most people actually did X-Death first. I actually did too, but it didn't turn out too well. In fact, this is the team I tried to use for Sephi. Did not work. It was pretty bad. Believe it or not, I actually did a recording of voice narration for this already, and I realized that I forgot to speed up the video. So I gotta do it again. Good times. That's okay though, because I missed a few things anyway. But this team, it's good. Basically, I'm just trying to power up Ulti, so she can like dish out as much damage as possible while taking the least amount of turns. And she did great. I love using ulti. I've used her in a lot of challenges and stuff. Let's see. Some things to watch out for. Well, X-Death. In the beginning, he's not too scary. He just does a lot of brave attacks or vacuum wave or something like that. Vacuum wave just steals like a huge portion of your brave. So in the beginning with LT, I usually just LD just to get to 5 stacks immediately. And then I could just HP attack, and then use one skill in between there, and then HP attack the rest of it to her EX. There I just braved attack because I didn't want to use a skill to try to burn all that brave. He'll be able to heal it back up anyway, so he'll be fine. It's just a flesh wound. I think he has 3 stacks anyway, so yeah, he can paralyze anyway. And that will definitely give him some breathing room. So with ulti, I'm usually just going to HP attack and then, well, EX, free skill, and then HP attack and skill. You could do it skill, then HP attack. It doesn't really matter too much. I just prefer it the other way because you get a longer duration on her her buff. I forget the name of the buff. It's just 1 extra turn. But usually in rotation, it doesn't matter if you do the free skill, HP attack and skill, or skill, HP attack. By the time your EX comes up, it's not going to matter. You usually have enough turns on it anyway. There is times I do change it, just depends on the situation. Anyway, so far so good. Nothing too crazy to worry about yet. the worm basically does have like some things to worry about. Like the high turn rates and the debuff and the buffs dispelling thing. Yeah, that's the only thing to really worry about. Other than that, nothing really. Maleficium? I think that was the name of the buff. Yeah, I think that's it. Sounds right. Alright, so I gotta be a little careful because of the high turn rate that stupid thing has. I think I brave attack here because I don't want it to break me and nope, but it took all my buffs. Bastard. So with Raijin, I'm just gonna spit out his discharge whenever it's his lightning discharge whenever it's ready, because why not? It's free turns, basically. There is some instances where you probably want to hold it in case you need it for a certain situation. But I think in this run, I didn't find a lot of those situations. Unless I got turn rate or something, or you know, there would have to just be something. Alright, so here, not too worried. I know Raijin can shave this. He's the man. I finally gave him his character boards. For the longest time, I never gave him his character boards. Just because when he came out, I didn't, you know, we didn't really have that many. But yeah, I gave it to him today, actually. He doesn't really even need them that much, but I said, why not? You know, I got like 80k or 90k character board points. Why not, right? So I see the launch, but he's not going to come out of break for 2 turns, so I'm just going to do this. Now I'll launch him and get Penella to dump her brave. Now, Penella is bugged or something, because do you see a launch anywhere? Tell me if you do. No? You'd be surprised. Yeah, exactly. Ow. Well, look at that HP regen. So good. Penella's buff plus Raijin's heals. Oh, man. Kind of need it, though. I'm going to let A go. I could have broke A, but I wanted Ultimisia to deal with his Brave game there. So that's why I didn't break A first. So I'm not too worried about what Excess does. He doesn't have any like brave HP attacks other than his AoE one. But his single target, I think he just gains brave and HP attacks you. I'm pretty sure. I think I always had brave when he did it, so I can't tell. Like I said, I just use skills with him. There's no point of just using an HP attack here. He always has skills at the end because he's so damn slow. And there goes all his buffs. Bye. Black hole, doesn't matter. And it only hit Penello, so she's the only one with sap right now. I'm just seeing how many skills I have for my LD. Because I'm trying to figure out if I was going to push the trigger here, or I'm just going to kind of go ham with her. And even though I did get B out of break, it didn't matter too much. They're just going to ping pong. But she wasn't going to have a brave regen. So I just want to make sure she caps. But yeah, I decided to pull the trigger here. I probably should have waited a little longer. Just because they're not at the 50% mark. I probably could have waited a little longer. Sorry if you hear my cat scratching on her post. I had to recarpet their scratch post. Man, that was whew, like ripped the skin off my freaking thumb and everything because using the nail gun. And that thing is like hard as hell. Kind of not. It's kind of a cheap one, so it kind of screwed up my hand. But yeah, recarpet the whole thing. It's a pretty big too. It took a while, but they love it, and they need a scratch post because I don't want them scratching on my other stuff. Plus, they needed to stretch their fingers and stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna go in rotation with her. This is just gonna make it so. I think I didn't do this. I was tempted to use the 65 here to dump the brave. Oh, I do it here. And then I charge them. Okay. And then I was tempted to summon to break them to give us more turns and stuff like that, but I didn't do it. I didn't pull the trigger. I could have, but I think I ultimately I was like, nah, I should save it for a more dire situation. Oh, come on, computer, stop, please. You guys won't see it, but my computer's lagging like crazy. It's like everything's like frame by frame of the things that are happening. So I have to wait for her to catch up again. So annoying. Alright, finally. I think with all the extra work I'm going to have, I think I might buy a new computer eventually. Oh, man. Maybe I'll do it for like a Christmas present to myself. So here I decided to just use her 65 and LD, since it was at one turn anyway. And she's not going to have Penelo's buffs, so she's going to need all the brave regen she can get from her 65. Plus it'll push a turn back for them, or up for them I guess, so they can actually get broken. So, but this is horrible right here. You see this turn order? Oh my god, come on computer, please. There's nothing running. I don't freaking understand, man. Yeah, and I didn't see that launch, so rip that one. So with here, she gets she could skip in the middle of them. So what I decided to do is use her skill 1, EX, and then I will use her skill 2 to jump ahead, if she can, because I wasn't sure if she was gonna do it still. So I did check again, because I was just gonna summon to fix it. See, I didn't see that launch. Oh, I forgot about it actually. He did have a launch marker before, but I totally forgot about it. Yeah, steal 40k brave. Must be nice. Alright, so yeah, this is where we summon. Gonna have to. Doesn't matter who we target, really. I try to keep them a little bit even, as much as I could. So now I'm contemplating how many skills I have and how many turns they're probably going to have. And I'm like, yeah, I pulled too soon. I pulled the trigger too soon. But I can't slow down too much, so I'm just going to do one more rotation and then kind of slow down, because unfortunately I cannot keep pushing her like that. So yeah, if I would to do this again, I would probably wait a little longer for her to, you know, kind of go into that rotation like that. Just a little longer, to maybe like half. Okay, now her LD's off, so just gonna, I think I Braven an HP attack. I decided to save her LD for emergency situation. So here I'm gonna skip ahead. So I did that. What the hell? It showed me skipping ahead, and he didn't do anything. What? You saw that, right? On whatever. Oh my god. So here I LD because I have to shave them both, and I don't want to use my skill. It's just kind of scary at this moment, but we'll be fine. So here I probably just discharge, give us some breathing room. Try to keep them even as possible. Although I would rather have the worm die first compared to X-Death. And it would probably be the other way around with Sephi and the worm, because Sephi is kind of scary. So is the worm though too, so I don't know. Because that crystal wave hurts like hell. He's just been doing air dive right now. Wait till he does crystal wave. Which will be probably another like 5% off of him. And you'll see. So here I wasn't too worried what he did because of our position. I knew that XF was going to do that because he usually doesn't do 2 AoE HP attacks back to back. If he does another all attack, like almost like a couple turns after, he's going to do what's it called? He's going to do Black Hole. He's not going to do the EX move. So I decided to do it on A because he still has the Imperil. So I want him to cap out on damage. I'll just let Ultimisia break him because her EX is up. Give her the attack buff and be in the Rumba stance so she can actually hit really hard. as hard as she can get right now. Yep. No more LDs. So I think it's just HP attack here and then skill 1, probably. Alright. So luckily that missed. If that hit me, yeah, check this out. Yeah, probably would have died. Actually, not probably. Will have died. Would have died. Yeah, would have died. And that would have been the end of the run. Because Almagus does like, I think 5 to 7k damage. Probably by now, probably like 7k damage. Yeah. And she only had 4k after Crystal Wave. So yeah, she would have died. Yeah, a lot of scary moments compared to like the first one, the first video with Sephi, where he didn't, the Sephi and Worm didn't do anything. He's not jumping up turns, so I'm just gonna just discharge. I think I do. I think I just discharge. Yeah, better off. I think I use skill 2 to break them both. Yeah. Plus reapply the Imperil. Just HP attack with her. Get her EX up. I was tempted to use a skill. Just because we're getting so close to the turn count. So you only have 80 turns for this fight. And the Sephi one too. So we have 10 turns left. So we have to make them count. She has a launch there, but I don't want to use it on him. I wanted to dump the damage on A though, but I didn't want to launch it just to get the extra damage. But then, so I think I just opt to HP attack and then HP attack. Honestly, I should have just used her skill, just because we're so down to the wire. But I wanted to save one skill with her in case I needed to shave something. This is a scary moment. Look at the brave he has. Luckily, he did Black Hole. Now, if you don't think Raijin is good, check out this. 39k brave? No problem, bro. I got you. With all that brave reduction and everything, he still broke him. Now here, I shouldn't have attacked A. Because Ultimisia had her AoE attack. But I didn't want him attacking. I was like, no. Don't attack. I don't know what it's going to do. I was just like, forget it. Just kill him. I don't want to deal with them anymore. So yeah, and he's probably gonna try to steal my brave. No, he just does the HP attack. That's fine. Gained it right back. Skill 1. EX. Say goodnight. So yeah, there was probably some lucky moments there. Yeah, there was some lucky moments. But anyway, that's the extreme. We'll see you soon, guys. Take care.